Hey, no, hey, David, this is Bryce.
Hey Bryce, how are you?
Doing good. So the only thing about everything that's happening that's kind of rubbed me the wrong way is how the Republicans are kind of coming out. Some have come out and how they kind of act like, like they're the best choice and that,
Hmm.
you elect us and we'll make everything all right. When, when it's really nonsense because when
Right,
Republicans are in charge, and especially their platform, it's just horrible. It's just embarrassing,
right,
and it's like when they were when they were in control, being president and everything, they just did the country in horribly. And yes, of course, we know Hillary is not good, and it's going to be if she wins, it's going to be a possible rough 4 years. Obviously, you have to fight in primary, do what you have to do to you know, stop a lot of the madness in a sense. But
right.
when Republicans come out with this whole, we're the best ones and we're gonna do this stuff, all this good stuff, and then when Trump comes to talk about, you know, poverty and black people, like we understand that the issues, but we had to act like y'all going to do something to really fix it. That's BS. Y'all been under the Southern strategy. Y'all been under all these things. You acting like, we're going to make everything better. That's just nonsense,
Mhm.
and that's one thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. We know about the
I
Democrat
agree.
issues, but Republicans don't act like y'all just this
Nope.
savior. That's just asinine to me.
Because Republicans are actually aggravating me, and not just Republicans, but some of my good Bernie liberal progressive friends. But then I realized someone reminded me like not everybody who supports Bernie is a quote unquote progressive, right? Because Bernie attracted a wide range of people for a wide range of reasons, and I got to keep that in mind as well. But I saw this quote that someone posted on Twitter. It's been a long day, so I can't remember which one of you it was. But shout out, and if I can remember who it was, I'll definitely tweet you and give you a shout out. But we look at like all this movement work and stuff like that. And okay, we're talking about growing support, but is growing support the same thing as actually growing power, growing access, right? Like I thought this was a really brilliant statement. Because yeah, we have the numbers, yeah, we're growing support, but are we growing our access to power? Are we growing power and how do we do that? And that's a conversation we need to have because we are, there whether you believe the polls that say we're dwindling, group or not, at the same time, there is something to leverage. There is a voice, there is power to leverage, but are we doing it effectively? Is saying that I'm going to vote for Hillary Clinton and then later on I'm going to ask her for X, Y, and Z. Well, that's the age old, adage right there. Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? If you already gave it away, why do I have to listen to you now? I mean, like that don't even make no sense. So it's a real interesting tension, but at the same time, to get to Bryce's points, the Republicans are idiots. But you don't just have two parties. I know there's not just two parties. This unfortunately is the dichotomy that we have. And these unfortunately are people who will hold the majority of the seats in the Senate and Congress. These are people who, between those two, who will be making decisions to determine the next several Supreme Court appointments and things of that nature. We can't ignore it and act like this is not the nature of the system. What we do need to realize, though, is that we're in for the long haul. So if you are green and you do see that value in getting that 5%, again, get involved in state and local green activity and help grow, right? Because it's great to grow support, but are you growing power? Are you growing those voices? We need more people in the legislature, in Congress, who have a certain mindset so we can start tipping the scale. Like we need that. We need that. Shout out to Barry Welsh in Indiana's 6th congressional district. He tweeted us the other day. If you guys remember, I had interviewed Barry a couple weeks back. He's actually within the margin of error in his race, which is very cool. He's running against a Trump Republican, Koch brother funded individual. So hopefully, that support can actually leverage into the power necessary to tip the scales in that space. As always, Jesse Smith down in Alabama, 3rd congressional district, brother. You know, I got to see if I can get down that way before showtime to lend a hand. But we have people that need our voice across the country, particularly those who stood up heeded Bernie's call and decide they were going to run for office. We can't just leave them hanging out, 3 sheets to the wind just because the establishment has decided, despite what Donna Brazier says in her little letters, if any of you guys got the Proud Democrat, whatever letter, I don't know if any of you out there got that, but, they're trying to fight to get good progressives elected in all 50 states. We can probably find several examples of where that's not true. And those are 2 gentlemen that I just mentioned, where that is definitely the case.